Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Guy, and up it now two videos today, guys. Isn't uncommon for me, but well, I thought I might as well do the last shelf on this bookcase. Well, this bookcase is technically gonna have 12 shelves, but I will be flipping them over, so you won't get that for a little while anyway. But anyway, I thought we'd just go straight into it and get this last shelf done. First up, we have Paparazzi from Mel Gibson. Looks like a sort of thriller or some sort. I do apologise if I can't talk about a film. If I haven't seen it, I can't tell you about it. Then we have Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere from the director of Pretty Woman. A romantic comedy or something. Then we have Raging Bull with Robert De Niro. I've heard this is an amazing film. I've heard this is like Rocky, but if Rocky was sort of like rated 18. So yeah, I've heard good things about it. Signs, M. Night Shyamalan, sort of alien type film. I've heard this is a good film. Then we have Sergeant Bilko with Steve Martin. I think this is another one of their movie adaptations of an old TV show. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I've heard this is really good. Of course, the video game is obviously considered to be one of the best beat-em-ups of the modern generation. Spaceballs. This is definitely in my upgrade pile. Good thing about doing this, it gives me a good chance to see what films I want to upgrade, and this is definitely in my upgrade pile. I love this film, probably one of my favourite comedy movies of all time, and I love this film. Again, John Candy, Mel Brooks, Rick Moranis, loads of memorable, quotable lines. I'm a dog, I'm a mug, I'm half man, half dog, I'm my own best friend. Smiley Face with Anna Faris. This probably might be in my top favourite stoner films. This is a stupid film, but I enjoy it. I'm not sure if this has got a Blu-ray release, but if it does, I will upgrade it. Then we have Stan and Ollie. I do want to get an upgrade for this one, but I haven't seen it yet. But I love Lauren Hardy. One of my all-time favourite comedian duos. I love their films. I think this is sort of like a whole like biopic of Lauren Hardy, of course with Steve Coogan and John O'Reilly, and I've got to say they actually look really like Lauren. Well, I don't know if that actually is them on the front, but yeah, see that's them on the back. Like John O'Reilly looks very much like Lauren Hardy. I will say they definitely played their part quite well on that one. Sleeping with the Enemy, Julia Roberts. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, another Jim Carrey movie. I love Jim Carrey. Passion, story of Peter and Rose Granger. Expecting this to be a sort of romance comedy, not comedy, but romance drama. Pitch Black, Vin Diesel. I think this is actually part of the Riddick series. Yeah, it is, yeah. I think this is a prequel to the Chronicles of Riddick. Rampage, President Down. I think I have the first one as well. Yui Bowl movie. This is just sort of balls to the walls. Over the top, violent, just crazy movie. Road Trip. This is the explicit and unseen version. Is that the guy from American Pie there? The again, Starsky and Hutch, another one of them movie based on an old TV show. Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson. Good combo duo there. Sideways. Comedy film, funniest film of the year. I've not seen it, but I'll definitely check it out. Sister Act. Again, that's a classic Whoopi Goldberg movie there. I don't think I've actually seen it all the way through. Step Up 3. I've not seen any of the Step Up movies. Honestly, I'm not really big into dance movies, but I do like dancing. Sarah McMillan, Homebird Live. Don't have many female stand-up comedians DVDs. Red 2. This is basically like the Expendables, but if the Expendables were like older people, I'm guessing something in the vein of that. Then we have Rams, deadpan comedy. Rising Sun with Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes. Quarantine, which is the American. This is essentially a shot-for-shot remake of Rec, and I've seen Rec 1 and Rec 2. I haven't seen 3 and 4 yet. Rec 1 was awesome. I thought Rec 1 was amazing. The second one, it was quite derivative of the first one, but this is essentially a shot-for-shot remake, American remake, an unnecessary film. I haven't seen this one. The Quarantine 2 was completely different, but I'd highly recommend watching Rec. And it says right there, Rec, so, but I'll have to check out this version and just see just how, you know, it is pretty much, just from looking at the backgrounds and the pictures, it is pretty much looks like a shot-for-shot remake. I hate when America do this. Why do you need to just remake every... I don't know, man. And then we have Hearts and Minds. I think this is to do with, like, Vietnam. Probably some stuff to do with JFK, because there's a picture of JFK there. Running Scared with Paul Walker, another actor that was taken from us too early, but I think Paul Walker is more than Brian from Fast and Furious. A bit like how a lot of people think Daniel Radcliffe is just Harry Potter. No, they check out some of their other films, you know. State of Maine, Alec Baldwin, Felix Seymour. There's a lot of well-known actors in this one. Looks like a comedy, funny film. I love comedy. Speed Racer, another American remake or rehash of the old Speed Racer cartoon, which I believe was an anime originally. I haven't seen it. I want to say this was it's not a Disney film. It feels like it would be a Disney film, but I don't think it is. Sleepy Hollow, the Johnny Depp one. I actually didn't mind this one. This is Tim Burton. I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay. Sachin, I think it's to do with the cricket player. I'm not really into cricket, so Silent Force, or The Silent Force, just looks like a crazy over-the-top action film. I'm all for it. Super 8. This is basically like... Oh, it's got the wrong disc in there. I did not realise it's got the disc for the Patriot in there. Okay, that's interesting. But I've heard Super 8 is like... it's a Steven Spielberg, J.J. Abrams film. But I hear this is like... if you like Stranger Things, it's kind of like that a little bit from what I've heard. And then we've got Ross Kemp in Afghanistan. Of course, Ross Kemp did a lot of these going to these dangerous places in the war and things like that. Ricochet, Rigoletto story, Giuseppe Verdi. It's like a musical or something like that. Oh, there it is. It's right there. And there's the original Rampage. I've heard these movies are just balls to the walls, over the top, chaotic films. I'm actually going to move that one so I've got them together. Then another one that I want to get, I did have the Blu-ray set, but I sold it, but I do need to get it back, and that's the Rambo trilogy. I've only seen Rambo 1 and 2, and I watched like 30 minutes of the third one. I haven't seen either of the new ones, the newer ones. But again, classic Stallone at its finest. Just action, violent. What more do you want? Then we have Ringer's Lord of the Sands. It's kind of an interesting one here. This is basically a like a documentary to do with the Lord of the Rings fan base. I'm not sure if it's to do with the movies or the book. By the looks of it, it's probably the book. Then we have Revolutionary Road. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet. Another Leo and Kate Winslet duo there that isn't Titanic. And I still think Titanic is one of the most overrated movies of all time. I don't know. I just find it to be overrated. Return to Afghanistan. I'm not saying it's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie by any means, but I just think it's just overrated. Role Models, which I still haven't seen. Paul Rudd, again, I like Paul Rudd. One of my favourite Jackie Chan movies, Rumble in the Bronx. I absolutely love this movie. Just Jackie Chan kicking ass at its finest. I love this movie. Just such a good movie. Just the fight scenes and the whole the hovercraft at the end. We got a double pack here with Romance in the Stone and Jewel of the Nile. Danny DeVito in there. I've got a sealed copy of Road to Perdition. I've heard this is a really good movie as well. Speaking of really good movies, one of the classic Akira Kurosawa, Rashomon. This basically is such a powerful and must-see movie. I haven't seen it myself, but I know I'm going to check it out eventually. But this is basically there's this dead guy, and it basically shows the story from like 3 or 4 different people, and then you basically have to sort of figure out who's telling the truth, I don't know. Just look up the story behind this one. It is amazing. Kurosawa, one of the all-time great directors. Rick and Steve, the happiest gay couple on the planet. This just looks insane. 6 episodes. They look like the little Mega Blocks or Lego or some sort. I have no clue what exactly I'm getting into with that one. Then we have Robot Chicken season 1, 2 and 3. I'm so pissed off with Robot Chicken because they released season 1, 2 and 3 and 4 in the UK. 5 is available in Australia, but 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 never released. The same with the Star Wars. They released the Star Wars 1, 2 and 3. But that's it. They never released any other DVDs of Robot Chicken. I like this show. It's just stupid, fun. Again, I think it's hilarious. And it's not available on any streaming service, to my knowledge. I think you actually, no, tell a lie. I think you can actually get some episodes on Channel 4, the Channel 4 app. Then we have Superman. This is a 5-pack with 5 animated Superman films. I'm not a massive fan of Superman, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like he's one of the most overpowered superheroes out there. Then we have Singokshi, New York. I sorry if I butchered that. Stardust. It's like a sci-fi fantasy film. Small Soldiers, which I do need to get the Blu-ray back. One of my all-time favourite family films. I love this film. This isn't a Christmas movie, but it is. Let me know if you class it as a Christmas film. I personally don't, but I love it. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. I don't know about that one. Then we have Naked Gun 33 and a third. I can't believe they made 33 movies. It's crazy. I'm just kidding. But of course, a classic series there with Leslie Nielsen. Slumdog Millionaire. I've still not seen this movie, but of course this movie was very sort of influential for its time. It's essentially like a Bollywood film, but done with a Western thing. But I've heard good things about it. Startup, I remember I got this when I went on holiday years ago with my mum and dad, and the weather weren't great, so we picked up a couple of films, and this was the one we picked up. I remember some of it, but it's been a long time. Speaking of Robot Chicken, there's season 4 right there. Come on, Robot Chicken, you know, Adult Swim, you need to release the other series of Robot Chicken. You can't just do that. I just think it's ridiculous. Rust Snowball, Unreal Time. This is a sort of double pack. It has a ton of special features on there. And I still think DVD has some of the better box sets and, you know, releases than Blu-ray. Real Steel, Hugh Jackman. Essentially, it's like Knock'em Rock'em Robots. Essentially, Rock of Ages. I've still not seen this one, but I'm not too sure about this one. I'm guessing it's like Glee or something, but with rock. High School Reunion. I'm kind of want to check this one out because Lisa Kudrow from Friends is in this, and I like Lisa Kudrow. The Original Red. So I do have both of them. That's good. Rollerball. This isn't the original. I believe. I think it's the 90s version of Rollerball. Step Up 2, In the Streets. Excuse me. Sahara. Another Matthew McConaughey. Hey. Right. Sex and Fury. This just looks like it's going to be another sort of one of them Asian, I'm guessing like really messed up Asian grindhouse-esque sex and violence. Romper Stomper with Russell Crowe. This movie is, I think it's to do with like the Nazi skinhead prison gangs. And we got Rage. Just that. Look at that cover. You know this is just going to be cheesy goodness. Then we have a couple of Ricky Gervais lives. Politics. I like Ricky Gervais. Originally from Reading. Grew up in Reading, where I originally grew up. Another one. Animals. I just find him to be a lot of fun. Ricky Gervais. Science. We got Rites of Spring. A nice, very nice slipcover there. Nice shiny finish to it. This looks like it's going to be a sort of horror thing. Radar Men from the Moon. This just looks crazy. I want to say that this was originally, I don't know if this was a movie or a mini-series or what, but this just looked like terrible, cheesy, early sci-fi, like 40s, 50s. We got this Rare Cult Cinema. It has 12 movies on there. Some of them are movies, some of them are like documentaries, but they're all like sort of oddities that probably wouldn't have got releases otherwise from Mill Creek. The double disc edition, the extended edition of Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, which I've still not seen. Replicant with Van Damme. Kicking butt, taking names. Runner, Justin Timberlake in this movie. Let me know who your favourite actors that aren't originally actors are like singers and things. I actually, the movie Battleship, I thought Rihanna was going to do terrible in that, but she was actually alright. Same with Beyonce and Austin Powers. Red Dragon. And then the last four we have Resident Evil Degeneration. I actually really enjoy the Resident Evil animated films. I think there are a lot of good films. The Original Ring. This is the Korean or Japanese version, also known as Ringu. But this version is before Arrow got their hold on it, so I don't know if that one's out of print. Then we have Ronin with Robert De Niro. And last but not least, we have Rampage, which I actually thought this movie was a lot of fun. I don't see how you could have done a movie about giant monsters just destroying things for the sake of it. But this movie was a lot of fun, actually. I thought it was a good movie. You know, not all video games have to literally take the video game directly. You know, sometimes you've got to expand on it and make it a little bit different, you know. I enjoyed it for what it was. And there we go, guys. So, 2 videos for you guys today. I'm going to go and do some tidying up for a bit and get some stuff done. It's getting a bit hot. So, if you enjoyed this collection, shelf video, whatever you want to call these things, feel free, of course, to leave a comment below. Let me know your favourite thing here. Anything here that I should check out and give more special attention to. Of course, feel free to leave a comment and let me know. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.